Icons of the Realms, Monster Menagerie. Collect all 45 figures from Monster Menagerie, the fourth set of randomly sorted monsters and heroes in our existing new line of D&D miniatures, Icons of the Realms. In Monster Menagerie, you will find a vast array of challenges for your heroes to overcome and allies to fight by your side. Face Bullies as they use their powerful claws to tunnel through the earth when they hunt. Or the gelatinous cube as it scours dungeon passages in silent, predictable patterns, leaving perfectly clean paths in its wake. Or the Displacer Beast, which takes its name from its ability to mask itself with illusion, displacing light so that it can appear to be somewhere it is not. Will your heroes rise to the challenge? Unboxing time! Okay, it took a while, but I finally found the Monster Menagerie #1 box this time. So this time around I have the Icons of the Realms Monster Menagerie, not Menagerie like I said last time, pre-painted plastic figures. Things that can be found inside this box include a Displacer Beast, Esmeralda Avenir, I believe she is an NPC from the Curse of Strahd campaign. A Bulette?
The only one I created is the Bulette.
Brian Lightfingers, probably said that wrong. A Hamet Shah, which I believe I already have one of. A Dryad. A Lich. A young Remorhaz, which is something I'd like to have. And a Treasure Chest Mimic. So yeah, let's go ahead and open these up and see what I managed to find. Sounds like there's a plane somewhere in the sky. It's a bit too cloudy out right now to see anything. Hope that doesn't show up too badly. I apologize if the wind is showing up too badly on the audio. I thought today, well, when I stepped outside earlier, there wasn't that much wind. But it seems to have picked up, or at the very least in this part of town, it has. Safety first. Okay, and the first one will be a familiar face, as I have picked up 2 of these from the Troll and Toad boxes I've opened so far. This is Jarhild Stoneforge, number 5 out of 45 from 2016. From what I remember, her shield looks much cleaner than the other one I have, although her face looks a bit dirty. And not really much to say about this one, as I already have her. I'll have to compare her when I get home. Number 2. The wind is really picking up. Died down a bit. Number 2! And then the wind picks up immediately. Oh, I think I got a werewolf. Look at that. This is Werewolf, 20 of 45 from 2016. Yeah. I like the lycanthrope creatures. They're something I don't know, I'm more fond of them than vampires. I think I've said this before. Yeah, I can definitely tell. I believe I said this in the last Menagerie video. The paint job isn't as good as recent models, but it's still nice to pick them up. Especially if I don't have them, unlike Jarhild. Okay, number 3. Could have sworn some things fell out of the bubble wrap. Okay, some dogs off in the distance. Oh, got a mummy. This is Mummy, 10 of 45 from 2016. Mummy are an undead that I particularly don't encounter very often when playing D&D. But as one of the games I'm currently running is set in a desert theme, I plan on using them. I just haven't put them in yet. But they are the main undead of my particular desert campaign. So now I have a representative. With how this mini looks, there's like no face underneath the gauze. There's just a gap where the eyes would be. Number 4. Oh, something in plastic looks like a skeleton. Nearly knocking everything over. Oh geez. The text on the bottom of this one's like rubbed off. But it does say skeleton. 12 of 45 from 2016. I think this is my first painted skeleton. I did buy a few unpainted ones because I was going to do a video on it at one point, but yeah, now I have a skeleton for the collection. Number 5. Huh, that looks weird. What is that? Is that supposed to be a will-o-wisp? Look at that thing. My guess is will-o-wisp. This is will-o-wisps. I was right. It's number 3 of 45 from 2016. Now come to think about it, I guess I had no idea how that creature would look in miniature form because they are just floating orbs of light. Weird, but cool. Alright, and the last one in the hat. Something very blue. Got myself a Merfolk. Oh, there's a spider on my hat. I have no idea if the camera's picking that up or not. This is Merfolk. 17 of 45 from 2016. What am I doing? They're all from 2016. The shade of blue on this really just stands out. Almost a neon color. And with how the hands are made, they're just like one chunk of plastic. There's not like anything dividing the fingers. Her arm looks like it was made separately and glued on. But yeah, first Merfolk, so neat. Get off. Get off. And there it goes. Okay. Spider's gone. And there is actually something else in here. Might have something to do with one of the ones in the box, so I'm not going to look at it yet. Okay. First box. Ah, I got the Bulette. B-U-L-E-T-T-E. Bulette. I'm probably saying it wrong.
We like to mock everything French. And so it became the Bulette.
Yeah. Neat. This is Bulette. 32 of 45 from 2016. Yeah, this is a creature I've seen in the monster manual. I haven't really read about it too much, but looks like something I could just easily throw in my desert campaign. Just as a random encounter, the thing just burrows itself from underground. Yeah. Number 7. Well, this will be number 8. Presumably something that can fly, as I have the platform for it. And, ooh, it's big. Oh! Oh, the thing is a Manticore. There we go. This is Manticore. 41 of 45 from 2016. A Manticore is something I did have prepared to use at one point if my players went far enough in their particular dungeon they were at. But they evacuated after seeing a rust monster, so they didn't get to meet the Manticore waiting for them. So there we have it, my 8 new minis. I'm probably going to go ahead and do the rest of this inside because the wind is not settling down at all, or at least not for long enough. And I'd like to have part of this video sound somewhat decent. Back inside I go. Okay, back inside. So let's go ahead and take a look at all the rarities of the ones I just pulled. The Will-O-Wisps, Jar-Hilled Stoneforge, Mummy, and Skeleton are all common miniatures. The Werewolf, Merfolk, and Bulette are all uncommon miniatures. And the Manticore, with his crazy yellow eyes is a rare miniature. Oh, there we go. My 8 new miniatures from the Monster Menagerie 1 box. As I said earlier, only one is something I've pulled before. But since it's my first time actually pulling from the set itself, technically nothing. Yeah, I didn't get a duplicate between the 2 boxes is what I mean. So yeah, I got myself some nice classical creatures. It's part of the reason I wanted to start opening the Menagerie boxes was for more classic things. So yeah, definitely be using Mummy in the future. The Bulette, as I found out it's called. Yeah, very nice set of things. Can't wait to start using some of these in future campaigns. So yeah, I say if you're looking for the classics, any of the Menageries should work. It's just, depending on which set you get is what you're going to likely be able to find. So, with that being done, yeah, that's all I got. Not much else to say. Except, I hope you enjoyed, and until next time, thank you for watching. There's a helicopter flying by. I don't think it's gonna get caught on the camera unless I move it. That just happened.